Most guitarists aspire to be able to improvise, but it's very challenging. There are many skills we need to develop and knowledge we need to acquire. In this video, I'm gonna clarify things and give you the first steps to unlock your improvising potential. What's up guys, Christopher here. Welcome to this series Guitar as a Hobby, where I share the best strategies to improve on the guitar. Every Wednesday I post a new episode to help you focus on what really matters for hobby guitarists without wasting your time with inefficient approaches and unnecessary things. In this episode, I'm gonna give you a new perspective on how to improvise. Following the 6-step process I'm gonna teach here, you will be able to develop melodies and sound much more interesting in your improvisations. The first step is learning songs. Many guitarists skip this step nowadays. We have so much information about scales, licks, and phrases that many guitarists start from there, which is an error. When we learn songs, we develop in a very efficient way many things that are necessary to sound good when improvising. If you skip this step, you are gonna struggle in the future, probably facing a lack of ideas, not being able to sound musical, sticking to just going up and down the scales, and there is a big chance that you sound bad and not even know that. Learning songs makes us develop our technique. To sound close to the original recordings, it will be necessary to properly execute bends, vibratos, hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides, and many other expression techniques. You're gonna need a good picking and fretting technique. Some songs will demand that you increase your speed. By doing all the work needed to play the songs you like, you will become a better guitarist. Your rhythmic sense will improve, being able to properly play combinations of notes and pauses with different durations. Knowing all the possibilities you will find on songs, you will develop your musicality, having parameters of what sounds good or not. You will also have many ideas that you already can play to mix and create your own variations when improvising. The second step is learning the pentatonic scale. This is a great scale to start because it's easier to sound good with it. The other scales have some notes that we need to be careful about which notes to play over each chord. Even play a scale note can sound really bad. Check out this example. This chord progression is in the key of C major, so we can use the C major scale to improvise over, which has the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. But notice how even using the correct scale, I can play some notes that don't sound good. If instead of using the C major scale, I use the C major pentatonic scale, hear what happens. Did you notice how there weren't any notes that sounded as bad as in the first example? The pentatonic scale removes the notes we need to use more carefully, making it easier to sound good. This doesn't mean that using the major scale will make you sound bad. Of course you can sound good with it. It will just be necessary to consciously choose the notes we are gonna play, which is a higher level of improvisation, and I don't recommend you start from there. To begin your journey in the world of improvisation, it's much easier to start with the pentatonic scale. There is the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic. Although both scales have the same shapes, they sound different. What I recommend to you is choose one pentatonic in one key and focus on sounding good with it. After reaching this goal, you can move to other keys and scales, applying everything you have already developed. This is much more efficient than trying to learn all the scales in all the keys at once. Let me detail a bit more how I recommend you to study the scale you're gonna choose. Let's suppose that we start with the E minor pentatonic. First, memorize the intervals and notes of the scale, which are the root E, the minor third G, the perfect fourth A, the perfect fifth B, and the flat 7 D. Then memorize these notes string by string until you are able to play ascending and descending like this. E, G, A, B, D, E, G, A, B, D, E, D, B, A, G, D, B, A, G, E. Get very comfortable doing that and then start mixing the notes like this. D, A, B, G, E, A, G, D, E, A, B, D, G, A, D, A, B, G, E. This memorization process will give you freedom when improvising, allowing you to move in any direction you want without getting lost. After that, memorize the 2-note per string shapes, building them note by note like this. A, B, D, E, G, A, B, D, E, G, A, B. The shapes are important to play different ideas than the string-by-string approach. We can play larger jumps in the scale and some fast lines with them. Now, it is time to move to the third step. Focus on melodies, improvising with one string at a time. The melodies are what gives sense to our improvisation. When we combine the melody-focused improvisation with the one string at a time approach, we naturally use slides for reaching more distant notes. By adding other expression techniques, very simple ideas can sound good, which may not always be as easy to achieve with the shapes. For instance, if I just play the E minor pentatonic ascending using one of the shapes, it may sound a bit boring. But if I play the same notes in just one string, adding some expression techniques, it sounds much better. I recommend you to explore this approach until you become able to improvise something musical. For example, when you become able to play something similar to that, move to the fourth step. Explore the shapes and develop some vertical ideas. Choose one shape, start working on ideas and improvising, then move to the others. Fifth step. Mix the string by string and the shape improvisation approaches. Good melodies, wider intervals, fast lines, everything mixed. The sixth and final step for this lesson is analyzing songs and using the ideas. This will give you an endless fountain of ideas. Tired of your phrases and melodies? Analyze a song you like and pick some ideas. Let's use the Smoke on Water solo as an example. This idea here is just this simple melody with the highest note being played with a band. We can apply this idea to the E minor pentatonic. We can also make some variations. By doing that, you'll be using an idea that you and many other people like, but giving your own touch. And don't feel like you are stealing other guitarists' ideas. This is a part of our journey. All the great guitarists had others who served as inspiration. You will develop your own voice by going further on the techniques and ideas you like. Frank Gambale did this with the sweep picking. Eddie Van Halen did this with the tapping, and many other guitarists did the same. As you learn more about music theory, you can deepen your analysis, but even a simple analysis as I did here, it is already enough to bring you some new ideas. Of course, there is a lot more to teach about improvisation, but this 6-step process will give a really good start. If you do like a more in-depth explanation and a follow-up in any of these steps, send an email to the address in the video description and schedule a free 1-hour online guitar lesson with me. I surely can help you. I hope you enjoyed this content, and if that's the case, please hit the thumbs up. You can watch all the episodes of the series Guitar as a Hobby by clicking right here. For not missing any new episodes, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Until next Wednesday, see ya!